What significance does her past have? More specific to her sensual past, and whether or not that matters, and the answer is kind of a twofold one. If it's a short-term relationship, nothing significant is supposed to happen as a result of it. Who cares if it's a one-night stand or friends with benefits? It doesn't matter, but if you're looking for a long-term relationship, or more specifically if you're looking for a girlfriend or someone to have children with, then it is very important. In fact, because she is concerned about your financial future, she is very interested in your ability to provide as a man as a masculine male role model in a household. You should be curious about her sensual history, and I'll explain why. If a woman has a large body count of promiscuous past, slept with a lot of guys, and even lost her virginity at a young age, all the research and data indicate that she has a very low probability of forming a healthy monogamous attachment to one man on a long-term basis. If you want to have children, you'll have a lower chance of divorce, a higher chance of a healthy pair bond with her being in your frame, and I could go on and on. What usually happens is that men can be promiscuous with impunity while women cannot. This is where the freak show comes from, and the reality is that men and women complement each other in their lives. They are not the same thing. They are not the same. They are diametrically opposed. Men have high levels of testosterone. Women are given a high dose of estrogen. When it comes to hormonal levels and the way we operate on the sensual marketplace, we're very different from different perspectives, and all the research and data specifically state that women struggle to form healthy long-term monogamous pair bonds with men if they've had promiscuous past. That is simply the reality of the sensual marketplace. So if you're a woman watching this and you want to find a solid guy with whom you can start a family, don't be a garden tool and go throwing it around to every guy who shows you some interest. You want to keep your attractiveness and your notch count for that guy. That's just the way it is, and you know that no amount of arguing or pointing and sputtering will ever change that. The next question that many guys have is, how do you know you're not going to ask her because she's not going to be honest with you? If you ask a woman what her notch count is, she will either lie or understate it. When women recount this number, most men will say, well, you can either double or triple the number, and I'll explain why. They're considering anything long-term in their heads. So they could have had a dating relationship that lasted more than a few months or anything that qualifies as a one-night stand. What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That girl's summer trip to Europe for 2.5 months. Friends with benefits. All that stuff they don't talk about. As a result, you will not receive an accurate number. You will receive a number, but it will not be an accurate number. I mean, if you want to be lazy, double or triple it and you're done. Let's say you meet a girl who is 31 years old, you start dating her, and you want to try to establish this type of thing. Simply ask her, hey, tell me about your 20s. What did you do? I had a boyfriend since I was 21, and we just broke up 6 months ago. That's a pretty good sign she's a pro. However, when it comes to long-term relationships or having children, women are very concerned about your financial future, so you must be very concerned about her sensual past. If you aren't, you could end up with a lot of headaches. Don't forget to hit the like button to help spread the word about this video. Thank you for taking your daily dose of red pills, and remember that a red pill a day keeps bad poker hands away. So have a good rest of your day and cheers.